maybe, again, $1 million or millions of dollars to do this, and so on and so forth. And in the course of doing the workshop, she started to open up to the possibilities. And one of the classes that we did, it's called a Come As You Are party.
Oh, wow.
So
That sounds very fun.
It's so fun. So you come to this class as the person that you want to become, the person that you want to be.
Yeah.
So this was a while ago. I hadn't written my book yet. I came as an author, and I told everybody I'm having this book signing. My book is selling. It's on the New York Times bestseller list, or all the things that I want to manifest.
Right.
And this other woman came and she said, "Oh, I'm opening a brochure in Costa Rica. I'm opening a resort in Costa Rica. Here's the brochure. Look, doesn't it look fabulous?" And she actually made a brochure of this resort, this imaginary resort. And it's funny, she showed her husband before she came to class, and he was like, "Oh my God, this looks amazing. Let's book a trip here." And she was like, "This doesn't even exist. I just made it up." But long story short, she started to really believe it. Everybody in the class was like, "Yes, you're doing this, absolutely." And they are currently building a house in Costa Rica. They're not building a resort, but they're building 2 Airbnb suites to start having guests there. And they're going to grow from there. And, who knows, the possibilities are infinite.
Wow.
So, it just goes to show you can talk yourself out of thinking that things are possible, yet anything and everything is truly possible once you change your mind first.
That is amazing. And it's so funny that people, a lot of people talk about vision boards and different aids to help them. Some say, well, I want a car. So you stick the car on the vision board and you work towards that. And that visual is a representation of things that will constantly manifest in your spirit that will bring it to life. And so our viewers are probably wondering, what are some things that they can do now? Maybe some tips or some tricks that they can do to start on the process of personal empowerment and spiritual growth. What are some things that they can probably work on right now that would help?
Well, the first thing that they can absolutely start immediately is raising their awareness around their limiting thoughts, their limiting beliefs. So anytime you hear yourself saying something like, all the reasons you can't achieve something, or you hear other people saying it, you have to start to protect your space, your energy, your mind. So if you have a friend or a partner or a mother or, anybody that's telling you can't achieve something, I would respectfully say, please stop telling me that. You have to just start putting up some boundaries and do it to yourself too, because all of us have those limiting thoughts that come up. We all do. Even people that practice this, even spiritual gurus, they have them from time to time. But you can raise your awareness around it and just replace those thoughts with something more productive. So, that's the first thing. The second thing is to start getting clear on what your big dream is. So whether that's making a vision board, whether it's writing in a journal, figuring out what you really want, because that's funny. Most people don't know how to answer that question of what they really want. And I believe that, yes, we have a purpose and we're giving our gifts to the world and so on and so forth. But I also believe that it's okay to get material rewards, and I believe that we're here to enjoy life, and it's fine to have. If you want a house by the sea, that's your dream. Well, I think you should put that on your vision board. It's okay to want those things and to achieve those things, and but the first part is knowing what you want. The really important thing is not to worry about how you're going to get it.
Right.
Because that's when you get caught up in telling yourselves all the reasons that it's not going to work out. You have to just trust. Trust God, trust the universe, let it go. And the other really important step that is the key to success along with grit is taking action towards your dreams. So for example, this woman from Costa Rica, well, what did she have to do to make that dream come true? Part of it is doing research, talking to realtors, making phone calls, finding out what part of the country she wanted to live in, and so on and so forth. So even like little bitty baby steps towards achieving your dream, absolutely critical and must happen if you ever want to see that dream come to fruition.
There's so many fruitful nuggets in this conversation. It makes you just want to jump out of the bed and just get ready to start making sure that you get into those things that will help you to not only improve yourself, but just kind of move yourself a little bit forward and see the vision, catch the dream. If you ever had a dream out there, if you ever had something that maybe you put on the back shelf because you didn't realize that it was something that maybe God was calling you to do, pick it up. Take it off the shelf, dust it off a little bit, because I promise you, if you do that, you will not only bless someone else, it will bring fruit to your life. I think that purpose and empowerment and vision and planning will take you further than you've ever thought. Yes, you do have to work. Yes, you do have to plan. Yes, you do have to put the time in, but I promise you it will be worth it in the end. Are there any last thoughts or feelings that you want to reflect to our viewers?
Well, I guess along those lines, I'd ask our viewers to let go of the idea that it has to be hard. I truly believe that when you have the vision for your dream and you're taking those steps and you're in the flow, you're in alignment with your purpose, the universe has a way of stepping up and putting people in your path, putting opportunities in your path, and helping it to flow. And by the same token, if you're out of alignment, don't worry, because the universe is going to let you know that too, and you're going to start getting roadblocks, and you're going to get nudged into a different direction. So I think that part of it is just letting go of having to control every step of your journey, and just being open to going with the flow a little bit, because you're going to get there. You don't have to pre-plan every step. You can't. You can't predict the future to that extent.
Right. It's so amazing just to speak with you and just to get to know more about your project. Just give them just a little bit more information on how to get in contact with you. Elin Barton for White Knight Productions, her Ready, Set, Grip program. You could just give them a little bit more contact information before we leave.
Sure, I'd be glad to. The best way is my website, which is elinbarton.com, elinbarton.com. And my online course is on there. That's a great way to work through this whole program and work on exercises for yourself. And you can also contact me through the contact page there. And link to the podcast. That's just I just can't stress enough. Great guests on there too every week.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for viewing Encounter with Broome County Council of Churches with us. It's been such a pleasure to come into your home this morning and let you know just a little bit more about what God has for you and how He's waiting for you to grow and experience the things that will bring you forward and bring you into new purpose and new dreams and new visions for this year, for your life. We are so excited to bring you more of these things and more of these topics that will push you to a whole new level. We just thank Elin for being here for White Knight Productions, again for Broome County Council of Churches, and all of our guests and all of the hosts that work with us here at WBNG. I thank you, and I will ask that God bless you and keep you throughout your week. Have a blessed day.